We are bringing in people from diverse backgrounds to be able to, get their ideas from the Googles and the Airbnbs and Amazons of the world and bring those ideas into the prime broker business.
Let me ask you this. So if you look at industry norms in prime brokerage around how risk is handled for, I guess, intraday trading that's happening by clients, what is the norm and what is Clear Street doing that is innovative on whatever the standard practices are?
Yeah, great question. So right now, the industry, like most of the time when you look for risk at a prime broker, they're going to give it to you at the end of the day. So they'll go through all of the trades you did for the day, run these calculations overnight, and then give it to you early in the morning. So for your systems to consume or your trading desks to consume, and then make assessments on. But you can imagine that's a slow process, right? You want this quicker than that. You want to be able to.
Wait, I just want to make sure I understand that. You're saying that the way that the existing technology works in a lot of the large banks is they look at all the information on day one, and then they analyze it on the next day to decide what the risk exposure was from the day before?
Exactly. They do it overnight. So at the end of day one, they go through all of your trades and then calculate these risk metrics and then send it back to you at the beginning of day two. So it's not, in this day and age, you want that information as fast as possible as a client, right? And I mean, there are challenges to building it in real time like that, but that's some of the things that we're trying to tackle, to bring those calculations onto a platform that can do this as you're trading through the day.
Got it. So if I'm understanding right, the differentiation is basically real-time risk analytics on the existing portfolio you have out in the market.
Yep.
Where the current standard is next day risk analysis.
Absolutely. Yep. That's it.
Well, that seems like
it's
very valuable. If I understand it right, if you're doing next day risk analysis, if something is really happening in the present moment, couldn't you lose a lot of money?
Exactly. Yeah. You may be trading into something that you don't really want to because you're going to be in a margin call the next day, and us being able to tell our clients that faster than a competitor is a huge deal for a client. And
so then, why don't all the big banks just build a technology to do real-time risk monitoring?
Yeah, I mean they should, but it's easier said than done, of course. And like I said, the technology stacks a lot of these banks use have not moved on to something that can consume data real time and analyze it real time. Like you can't think of your banks as like the Facebooks and Googles of the world. They're getting there, but it's going to take some time, and hopefully firms like ours will help us push that industry forward.
Got it. So it's almost like we're bringing kind of like Google level technology to the financial services, a slice of the financial services market where there really is no incumbent technology that is sort of operating in that way. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's a great point to mention. The diversity of the engineers here is precisely for that reason. We are bringing in people from diverse backgrounds to be able to, get their ideas from the Googles and the Airbnbs and Amazons of the world and bring those ideas into the prime broker business.